If you clicked on this video, I know it's because you want to be successful, or maybe you have these really big goals or dreams that you really want to conquer, but sometimes they're a little bit overwhelming and you don't really know where to start. Well, I'm going to show you in this video exactly where to start, because your daily habits, the things that you do on a consistent basis, are what will get you through the ups and downs and get you past any hard points that you hit in your journey to success. So in this video, I'm going to outline the 3 habits that you can develop right now, and if you stick with them over time, they will help you become successful. A lot of us actually tell ourselves that we're going to do these really big, amazing things. We're going to lose a lot of weight. Maybe we're never going to eat junk food or fast food again. But when it really comes down to it, those negative thoughts start to creep up and you fail over and over and over. And this happens for so many of us. But the shared reality is that these feelings and these failures always suck. So how do you get to a point where you go from telling yourself you're going to do all these awesome things to actually doing them? Now, you might be wondering, why should I listen to this guy? Who the heck is this guy? Well, to be honest, if that's how you're feeling, then it's okay to click off this video. But if you want to hear me out, give yourself a real shot at being successful and just developing a more productive life, watch this video because it's for you. I was at a point where I was constantly on my phone. I was rotting all day, and it was just this continuous cycle that eventually I knew I had to break out of, but I kept pushing it off and pushing it off. But now I'm at a point where I can actually go about my day and I can be productive, and I have developed these really good habits that have helped me feel good. They've helped me look good, develop a better physique. If you want to start to become happier with the person that you are, I'm going to help show you exactly what you can do to finally develop that feeling. First thing that you're going to do is get rid of your distractions. Now, this could look different ways for a lot of different people, but number one could be to stop giving a shit what other people think. If you are holding yourself back, or you have these big dreams, or you have these big goals, these things that you're passionate about, you want to go out in the world and you want to help other people, but you care too much what the people around you think and they're actually holding you back, you need to stop caring what they think. You're constantly worried about, oh, I don't want to do this because it might embarrass me. I feel embarrassed when I do this. Or I feel embarrassed when I'm chasing my dreams, but everyone around me is out drinking, partying, having fun, golfing all the time, doing all of these things. But the reality is, nobody actually cares what you're doing. And this is something that took me so long to understand. But the people around you, they are so wrapped up in what they have going for themselves or what they're going to do next that they don't really care what you're doing. And until you start actually chasing your dreams or actually doing the things that you're passionate about, you won't even realize that they don't really care what you're doing. Now, getting rid of the distractions could also mean just find the one thing starting today that is holding you back. If it's maybe something, an application on your phone is really taking up a lot of your time, it's making your days really unproductive, then start to cut back on it. Delete it if you have the willpower. Just start small and start to develop these better habits. Now, this next habit is something that has absolutely set me on a better path. And I've seen a lot of these crazy morning routines, all these crazy videos that I'm sure you've seen people make if you're on social media. But through all of the noise and all of these different things people are telling me to do, this one thing has really stuck. And that is, you write down 3 tasks every single morning or the night before you go to bed. And then when you wake up, you do the hardest task on your list. We all have things that we want to accomplish every day, but psychologically, by writing down 3 things you want to get done, you are way more likely to actually complete them. And if you start with the hardest thing on your list, you will feel this freedom and this ability to go chase more goals throughout the day than you would have if you just didn't have these goals written down at all. It's really easy for the days sort of to just add up and just slip by when you're super focused on these long-term goals. So by bringing yourself back to the present moment and having these things you're going to accomplish every day, it will make you so much more productive. This is a universal system that works for absolutely everybody, no matter what your goals are. And imagine if you can get 15 or 20 tasks done every week just by doing a few things a day. And then over the course of a month, if you're doing 20 tasks every week, you're going to be 80 or 100 tasks closer to what your goals are. Now, the third thing that you're going to start to do is cleaning up your diet. Now, so many people don't understand how their diet will actually affect them physically and mentally. If you can start to clean up your diet, and this might go hand in hand with some of your other goals, whether you're trying to track calories or maybe burn some fat, but if you can start to get control over your diet, you will start to get control over your mind and your body. Your diet is the fix to so many problems, to how clearly you can think, how likely you are to get sick, how good you look physically. All of these things can be tackled if you start to clean up your diet. Now, I'm talking about sort of what the foods are that you're actually putting in your body. I'm not necessarily talking about how much, because that will be different for everybody, whether you're trying to gain weight, whether you're trying to lose fat. But the universal thing is, if you're putting the right foods in your body, you're going to be fueling yourself properly, and you're going to be so much more productive. You're going to have steady energy throughout the day. You're going to have that mental clarity that you've always wanted, just by fixing the small things. If you're eating BS, you need to understand that is the reason that you feel like shit mentally and physically. Now, especially if you're from the United States like me, you need to understand that a lot of these food companies are packing their foods with 50 to 100 ingredients. They're packing it with highly inflammatory oils that will directly affect your ability to think and make decisions. They're making these foods highly addictive with refined sugars and things that will keep you coming back to their foods. They're literally poisoning us. So take this grocery list, and this is not necessarily a complete list, but this is a great start. If you can focus on eating these foods, you are going to clear up your own mind, and you are going to start to flush out all the toxins from all the processed foods that you've been eating. Like 80% of the foods in the stores in the US are things that you should not even be putting in your body. They're literally violating us. They're giving you foods that will make you more inflamed and a less productive member of society. And if you can cut these things out, you're going to really start to realize that you don't want to go back to eating the trash that they are giving us. The foods you are eating are the reason that you're feeling bloated. They're the reason that you have trouble focusing. A lot of these problems that so many Americans have on a day-to-day basis are caused because of the things that you're putting in your mouth. So start by developing these 3 simple habits. And if you have absolutely any questions at all, never hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're building the best version of you right here, right now.